Hello and welcome to my channel, Yogi.Queen53, the healing safe space for everybody. Tonight's class is going to be a class designed for opening up our hips, and I titled it Hips Don't Lie, a restorative yin yoga flow. We're going to be doing some slow, deep stretches tonight. And I encourage you to pause this video if you can and grab your blanket and a pillow or a bolster and your yoga blocks. And if you don't have actual yoga props, you can use pillows and definitely the warm blanket. So let's begin. We are going to start with our legs extended out. And here you can take your block if you like and just place your hands here. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Make sure your head is elevated and that you're not collapsing into the position. You want to sit up nice and tall, pressing your hips and buttocks down into the floor. And just hold here. I'm going to start with a few affirmations, and you can say them along with me, or you can just listen to the sound of my voice and close your eyes and just receive these words. I deserve rest. I release all stress, tension, and overthinking. I forgive myself. I love myself. I am enough. I am safe. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Gently begin to walk your hands out in front of you as far as you can. Gently hinging forward and resting into a forward fold here. If this is too uncomfortable for you, you can use your pillow or your block and come up, elevate it a little bit here. Takes a little bit of pressure off. You should be feeling this on the inside of your hips and thigh area. And rest into the pose here. Breathing through any pain or discomfort in through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Allow gravity to do its job. And as you're sitting in this position, you may start to feel your muscles start to relax. The tops of your thighs may become looser as you fold into this position and allow gravity to do its job. Continue to hold your shoulders back and down. We don't want to round the back. We want to keep the back flat. And now I want you to gently begin to walk your hands back up to your seated position, repositioning yourself again nice and tall. From here, we're going to begin to do a gentle circular motion. Again, coming forward, moving to the right, tilting the pelvis in and coming around to the left. Gently rolling and articulating your spine. And coming around 2 more times in this direction. And stop here and then move to the left. Gently following the path of your body, allowing it to just move effortlessly, gently warming up the body. And come back to center, sitting up nice and tall, bringing your arms up overhead and twisting to your left, placing your left hand on the mat next to your knee, and your right hand is supporting you behind, and gently twisting to your right. Keeping your hips and your buttocks connected to the mat. But if you find yourself clenching your legs, try to relax your thigh muscles. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Bringing your arms up overhead, back to center, and twisting to your left, bringing that right hand down, placing your left arm behind you, and twisting to your left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And release, bringing your arms up. Now, bring that right leg in. Folding here, bringing that right foot to the inner left thigh, bringing your arms up and folding over to your left foot. Keep your back engaged, shoulders back. And focus here on your breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhale. Make sure that that right knee is coming down towards the floor. If you find that you're not able to do this motion without your right knee coming up off the ground, you can take your block or your pillow and support it here and go back into the stretch. If you're able, you can bring your head down to your knee and hold here. Allow gravity to slowly bring you closer to the floor. And release, gently rolling back up to seated position here. Extend that right leg and bring your left leg in. Arms come up and gently fold over. You may find that you have one side that is tighter than the other. I know that is the case for me. My left side is tighter than my right. So it might be a little bit more challenging, but stick with it. Continue to connect with your breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Again, you may want to support that opposite knee with a prop or a bolster or a block and hold the stretch here. Always listen to your body. If you are feeling any pain, simply back out of the pose. Make modifications that work for you. Gently come back up to seated. And now we are going to come up on to our hands and knees, separating our knees out and bringing our feet, toes pointed out to frog pose. And from here, you can take your block and come down and hold here. If you want, you can take your bolster and come down even further. And hold in this position. Hold in this position. And breathe. Chest is all resting on your bolster or your pillow. As you feel this deep hip opening stretch, you may feel some emotions rise to the surface. And I would just suggest that you Stay present. Focus on your breath as you stay in this active pose and allow gravity to gently begin to open those hips every few centimeters. You can extend your arms out. Gently begin to bring your hands back up underneath you, pressing up. Bring your feet together and come down into your child's pose. Resting on your pillow and hold here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out. Gently begin to come back up onto all fours, moving your bolster and coming down on to your back. You can take your bolster here or your pillow and place it underneath your low back and come down onto your back. Here, you're going to bring your knees together, feet firmly planted on the ground. Take your blocks or your pillows, placing them at the sides, and gently allow your legs to fall open. You can have support here, and you can place your arms in cactus pose. Get your blanket and lay it across you. And just melt into this pose. It is up to you how you want to position your pillows. You can leave it here. If that doesn't work for you and you have a bolster, you can turn it long ways. Okay. And again, position your supports here. Place your hands on your hip joints, sending healing energy to your hips. Allowing gravity to release the tension. As you melt into the pose. Begin to bring your knees back together. And remove your props. Coming all the way down to the floor. From here, we're going to do some pelvic tilts. And this is just a slow, gentle articulation of the hips and the pelvis. So, starting with your back pressed towards the floor, you're going to pull in your hips and then gently press your hips towards the floor. Again, slowly lifting and tightening your pelvis, engaging your lower abdomen, and hold here. And gently release, pressing your hips down. Again, pulling that low belly in, articulating the spine, rounding those hips towards the ceiling. Hold here. And release, gently pressing back down into the floor. One more time, roll in, tilting the pelvis towards the ceiling. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Bring your pillow up underneath your buttocks. And extend your left leg and extend your right leg. You can hold here, or you can bring your arms overhead. Oh, I like to add the blanket. I just enjoy the warmth. And extend your arms up. Heels pointed to the sky, toes facing the wall. And hold here. Inhaling and exhaling. Two more breaths. Release your legs back down, bringing your feet to the mat. Removing your blocks or your bolster. Bring your left leg down and taking your left hand, gently reaching over to your right knee and twisting, bringing that left knee down towards the floor, extending that right arm behind you and looking over your shoulder. You can bring your pillow here and rest that leg, rest that knee on your pillow and hold here. Begin to roll back onto your back and extend that right leg down. You can shake out your legs here, bringing that left knee up. You may have to adjust yourself a little bit on your mat so that when you go to roll to the opposite side, you have room. You can bring your block or your pillow over on the opposite side, gently rolling that left knee towards the floor with that left arm extended out, and twisting into the pose, breathing in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to do a count of 10. That was 2. Go at your own pace. Last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Gently rolling back to center, bringing that left leg down. Again, shaking out the legs here. And you can bring your knees up, rocking side by side. Rolling your knees around in a circular motion. Go the opposite direction. And bring your feet up. Grab the insides of your feet for happy baby. Let your legs fall open and hold here. If you would prefer, you can rock side to side, giving your back a gentle massage, or rest in stillness, pulling your knees towards your armpits and holding here. gently rolling over to one side and pressing up. Now we're going to come on our hands and knees, bringing your bolster in front of you, knees hip width apart, feet touching together, and sit back into your child's pose. You can take your block and elevate your bolster if you like, and come forward here and rest. You can use your blanket if you like, and rest here. Allow gravity to do the work. You should feel a nice stretch here in your ankles, your thighs, and of course your hips. If this is too high for you, you can remove the block and come down. Press back into your heels. Remove your bolster or your pillow. Bring your knees in together and gently lower down on to your belly. Bringing your hands underneath your chin and gently rock your hips side to side. From here, we're going to roll over onto our back. Open up our blankets. And take your pillow or your bolster, place it underneath. And thank you for participating in this restorative yin yoga flow to open up the hips. I hope you feel rested, rejuvenated, and that you were able to release whatever you might have been holding on to that no longer serves you. Come back to this practice as many times as you need to, as you are releasing and letting go of stress, tension, worries. You can let it go here on the mat. Thank you. Namaste.